just he works. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't see Fang Metal, Fang Trigger, but I just imagine what they would look like as Fang forms. But Fang Joker just looks incredibly awesome.
Yeah, that black and white actually really works.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was going to be really bland when I first heard about it, but when you actually see it and when you see him fight, it's completely different when what you first imagined.
Right.
It did a total 360, and it really pulled it off well. So I was really happy. Plus, you could technically say it was kind of alive.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could argue that with the bird too, but I just like the Fang more, especially for his shoulder Fang, arm Fang, and maximum drive. They were just incredibly awesome.
Okay, and I'm adding this question on the fly, but what's your favorite double gadget that wasn't necessarily a memory that he used in his driver?
That's a really tough question. I would have to say it has to be Bat.
Bat?
Bat. Yeah, I mean, it's a surveillance tool. It's good for planning out ahead, and you can take pictures of the city if you need to, and like you don't need to go out. You can just like study the pictures and just figure out strategies from that. I mean, I just think it's a really cool spy gadget, like something like 007 would use, except it wouldn't look like a children's toy. But it just looks incredibly awesome, and I don't think anyone would really notice it at first if they didn't look hard enough, if they didn't bother to look up or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a good device. It's a good spy gadget.
I'd have to say my favorite is Bat as well. For the very good surveillance and all that stuff. Okay, final question. Do you prefer serious or comedic themes in Rider and Sentai? And you can interpret this into two different questions if you like.
In terms of Sentai, I kind of like how they don't really tell you in the beginning whether it's going to be lighthearted or if it's going to be tragic. It's mostly lighthearted because it's genuinely made for kids, but I don't know. I like the Sentai the way it is. I mean, yes, you do get some really big dramatizations, like, you know, like when Time Fire died, or when Abba died, or Abba Killer died, and like basically when like key characters would die, that's when it stopped being a children's show and it started like being a serious drama, and it worked for it. Although sometimes it shouldn't really do it, but I mean, that's just me wanting lighthearted stuff for Sentai because I'm a lighthearted person. In terms of Kamen Rider, I think they should stick to the seriousness in terms of Kamen Rider because it's a drama series. It's supposed to be more tragic. I mean, yes, there are comedic moments. Everything has to have a comedic moment. But, they're mostly... It's a drama, so there has to be drama in it.
Yeah, that's true. What about in Power Rangers?
Power Rangers, I would definitely love to see dark stuff done in there. I would love to see characters die. I would love to see, like, leaders, especially for Shinkenger and Samurai. I would love to see, like they did in the Sentai, though, a girl take up the Red Ranger mantle, at least for, like, the same amount of episodes, just, like, 2 or 3, like, 1 or 2. And, like, I would love to see that, but unfortunately, we have, like, as good a director as Saban is, he gave us really good series, but we've already know that they're not going to do a Girl Ranger in Samurai, which is really disappointing, because I really wanted to see that. That would look really awesome. But, I would definitely love to see more dark stuff put into it.
Okay. In terms of me, I prefer Kamen Rider to be more serious as well. Just the word common has a dark theme around it.
Even though it translates to mask.
Even though it translates to mask, yeah.
Common sounds more,
dark and mysterious, yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's a masked rider, like, what's he hiding? There's something in the shadows, something like that.
That really works for Kiva because of the costume design.
Yeah, Kiba really works in terms of that.
As much as Crows doesn't like it, it's a dark Kamen Rider.
Yeah, basically.
And what other Kamen Riders put that name to good use? Fize does that.
I haven't seen Fize.
Fize look is just, wow. It looks intimidating, even though it's supposed to be just technology. It's very dark technology.
Yeah.
And I think Kabuto kind of pulls that off.
Yeah,
too.
Kabuto a little bit. Yeah.
Some more than others. Dark Kabuto, kind of like.
Definitely not Den-O.
No, Den-O's the Pokemon series. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's the Pokemon era. Do you know what? Double does that well too. But more specifically, Kamen Rider Joker, because he's all black. He's very sleek, and he's just fights.
Because he can use Rider Kick and Rider Punch.
Yeah, so that's kind of a double whammy for any enemies. I mean,
no pun intended. I can't think of any other Kamen Riders that have that dark and mysterious look to it. Well, at least recently. Anyway, for Super Sentai, I like it more comedic. Because just the name Super Sentai, you have the word super in there. You can't have a serious series with the word super in the title. So I like it to be more comedic. I do like Shinkenger will forever be one of my favorite seasons of Super Sentai, even the word Shinken itself means serious. Ryunosuke and especially Genta. Oh my god, the comedic stuff that came from them, that is amazing. For Power Rangers, I agree, I do like the more serious tones of Power Rangers. Even though, Power Rangers does have that kind of kid background behind it. So, yeah, I'd go for serious, comedic, and then serious.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you want there to be a serious Sentai, or serious Ranger theme, but that's probably not going to happen. If anything, I would say Kamen Rider would have to be more directed to teens, because it's specifically a drama, and you can't really get around that. Yeah. Hence Masked Rider. And I mean, RX was like a really dark show, and then just Masked Rider did not deliver on any of that stuff. It tried too hard to be a comedy. Like, I think it tried hard to have too much comedy in it, as opposed to just dark and action and stuff in it. Yeah.
And then we have Power Rider to look for.
Power Rider. Yeah.
See if they can adapt Decade decently.
I don't know. It's gonna be kind of hard to do that since he's pink.
Yeah.
We'll see. The future will know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Saban can pull it off when they failed twice to do it. Or Saban didn't do Dragon Knight, did they?
They did that. Wait, did he? No, wait.
No, Saban didn't do Dragon Knight.
Oh, that's right. Oh, this whole time I thought he did. Oh, that's right.
I don't think he did.
We'll look it up after the
corner where we don't bother doing fact checking.
We'll do it after this is over. Anywho.
So that's it for the questions.
Yep. Alright, and it's time for the Superhero Time segment.
Switch on! Kamen Rider Force!
Alright, and let's get started. Why don't we talk about Gokaiger first, episode 29.
Okay.
This was the Aba Ranger episode, and I have to say it was kind of funny. I honestly didn't watch Aba Ranger, but I didn't know they had an unofficial Pink Ranger.
I didn't know that either.
So that was really funny.
That was a pleasant surprise, especially seeing what happened after she put it in her her
phone.
Yeah, her phone. What is it called? What's the official name for it? Hang on. It'll come to me.
Gokai Cellular.
No, what was it? Mobirates.
Oh.
Yeah, Mobirates. Yeah, when she put it in her Mobirat, and then, she just turned into... It reminded me of Saiyaman from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, God. I remember that. I'm trying to get rid of that.
Everybody's trying to get rid of it.
It doesn't exist. Anywho, that was, I thought Im's plans were actually kind of fun. They were funny, but they would honestly make sense. Like, at least the one where she marries a guy just to lure the monster out, and that actually kind of almost worked.
Boy, why does that sound familiar? Seeker!
Looks like you had a cold there, man.
Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry about that.
That's cool. But even if it is a recycle, I guess a recycled episode, it works. At least for me, I thought it was funny. And then normally she picks up the white Ranger key, but she got like this makeshift pink Ranger key, which looks stupid. Looked like it was carved out of wood and someone just stuck paper on it like it looked like a face. They should really mod it to make it look like an actual Ranger suit. If they did, it would work.
Yeah, I like the episode as well. I thought that the combining of Go-Kaio and Go-Jujin was a little half-assed, though. Yeah, we'll take off the arms of Go-Jujin and we'll take off the arms of Go-Kaio. Brand new mecha. It's like, no, it's not. You bunch of liars. Combine it. Make the Megazord a little bigger. Because you have two going into one.
Yeah. I have to admit, that was kind of disappointing. Just the arms come off. I'm like, oh, we get to see the two Megazords combine. Like, from the picture, you don't see a lot. You just see, like, the head and the drill on the Go-Kaiger. So you're like, oh, there's got to be more to it. Like, nope. Like, oh. I want more.
That's it? What happens to the rest of Go-Jujin, really?
Where does it go? It plays cards with itself. But it's no arms. It has no arms, so it
wanders around just destroying buildings at random, by running into them because it has no head.
It's Godzilla. No, it has a head. It's just in mecha form without its arms.
But yeah, I thought the episode was okay. It did have that when I saw the preview for it and it said, oh yeah, oh no, Guy and
I'm get married.
Yeah, Ahim are getting married. I'm like, oh my god, they did the same thing in Shinkenger, with they were trying to lure out this Gidoshu that was trying to absorb the happiness. Or no, it was for IU or whoever's the chick's name, I forget her name, but she was making a kimono out of the happiness of brides, and they were collecting brides to create it, and then the Shinkenzers were like, oh, haha, we'll just,
cross-dress and make it...
Create a fake wedding and dress Ryunosuke up as a girl.
He doesn't make a good girl.
It would have been so weird if they kept that in Power Ranger Samurai.
I wish they did.
That would have been fantastic.
Kids would be asking their dads, hey, can I try on Mom's wedding dress?
No.
No, go outside and play football like a man. You just don't understand me, Dad. I learned it from watching you, Dad. I learned it from watching you.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway, Go-Kaiger was okay. I've seen better episodes, but it was good to get a half-assed combination between Go-Kaio and Go-Jujin. So I'm glad it happened instead of it not happening. So
yeah, I liked it. Besides the Megazord.